Today, 12 News is keeping you in the loop in the West Valley, giving you an exclusive look inside Luke Air Force Base, where some of the greatest fighter pilots in the world are trained. So we got to get back out to Tram and Troy. They are live from Luke Air Force Base, giving us that inside look. Good afternoon, guys.
Hi, Justin. Good afternoon to you from Glendale right here at Luke. I got to tell you, when you first come on site onto this base, it is so impressive just really how big and massive it is. We're talking 4,200 acres.
Right, 120 F-35s out here. You feel patriotic just looking at these jets. Like right back there, that's one of the tankers that fills up the jets with fuel. 2,200 gallons each one of them takes.
Oh, that really is impressive, and it is massive. So really, when you step foot in here, it feels like a city within a city. Take a look.
History of Luke Air Force Base goes back to World War II.
World War II was ramping up, and the need to establish pilots for the war effort was evident. And in 1942, Luke Air Force Base was opened. Originally, Litchfield Park. And obviously later name changed to Luke Air Force Base after Frank Luke Jr., a Phoenix native, and known as the Balloon Buster.
And now it's established itself as ground zero for the next global conflict.
Conflict isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And ground zero for that next conflict starts right here at Luke by training, again, the 75% of the world's fighter pilots, F-35 fighter pilots.
Mark James is the director of community initiatives. His job is to do whatever it takes on the local, state, and federal level to support Luke Air Force Base. And when they're training the best, it makes a huge difference when everything these military members need is right on site.
What a lot of folks don't understand about inside the installation is we have all the amenities that you would see within a city or municipality. We have a gas station, we have a medical clinic, we have our commissary or grocery store.
A theater.
We have a theater, we have a BX or base exchange, which would be similar to a Kohl's or a Target. We have residential units on base.
And that's for obviously not just for people who live on base, but just as a major convenience to all of the service members and retirees.
Absolutely. 100,000, retirees and dependents and service members utilize this installation on an annual basis for their prescriptions, their medical care, etc. So it's a busy place year-round.
This is one of the oldest buildings here on base. This chapel, built in 1950, and believe it or not, they still hold service here.
And driving throughout the 4,200-acre base, there's even street signs and an overpass, making it feel like a city within a city.
So when your child care is taken care of and your medical is close by, your education classes are close, that enables our airmen to focus on the fight, which is where their mentality and their focus should be. I hope the surrounding cities and folks, understand what they're supporting when they support Luke Air Force Base. It really is the mechanism and the vehicle that's going to win the next global conflict.
And it really is a powerful force right here in our own backyard. Believe it or not, Troy, they even have a thrift store and a club. You did a story on it.
Club 5-6, yeah, an officers and enlisted club. We'll take you there in later editions at 12 News.
Yeah.
But you don't want to fly one of these big $100 million jets if you don't know what the weather's going to be. So they have a whole weather staff here at Luke. Crystal now is over there talking to a member of that. Hey, Crystal.
Hey there, yes, on what is expected to be the hottest day of the year yet, I thought I could use a little extra help with the forecast here. I have joining us live forecaster Sergeant Q. So tell us about this live observation station behind us.
Hello, yes ma'am. So pretty much without the weather data that we could have on station, we use this TMOS that collects weather data and different parameters like lightning detection, a solometer that detects cloud heights, wind sensors, temperature, dew point, stuff like that to help us build our forecast here at Luke.
And I just saw the live data inside, and we're about to crack the century mark here at Luke Air Force Base. So you take this with you when you are deployed. Where have you been deployed doing the forecast for?
Yes, ma'am. So I've been fortunate enough to deploy all across the world, including Kenya, Djibouti, Romania, Germany, and Greece.
How has that been like to be traveling the world and forecasting for all these different climates?
Well, I'm sure you of all people know that meteorology is all different with regimes across the world. So luckily I've had the different knowledge and teachings to help me in supporting weather downrange.
When you're on base here, what is your role as a forecaster?
So we support weather in the form of asset protection. So that's people, equipment, or aircraft. We support 7 different fighter squadrons here at Luke.
And I just learned that not only for the Air Force, but you guys also forecast for the Army. Tell me about that.
Yes, and we do. So weather is not embedded into Army naturally, so we augment them and we'll be attached to them sometimes.
Very neat. Okay, Sergeant Q is going to be showing us around some more throughout 12 News at 1, but I wanted to get you up to speed on your forecast for today because, yes, as advertised, it is expected to overachieve and become the warmest day of the year yet at 106 degrees. That's just 3 degrees off from the 2005 record. And typically, this time of year on this date, this is when we do expect to pop our first 105 plus of the year. So we are right on cue. We're turning up the heat all across Arizona, as you can see, on this Friday Eve, as I like to say, instead of Thursday. We've got some more 106s out for Gila Bend, Yuma, Havasuit's got your name on it too. Parker, you're on pace to pull off 107, cracking into the 90s from Sedona to Globe over to Winslow and Kingman, where the winds are going to be zooming today in the 30s. So you know when it's hot, that just exacerbates how dry it is out there. And we definitely have dry air on deck for us. And then you add in the X factor of the winds, and it's Mother Nature's powder keg out there. So be extra careful out this Memorial weekend. Our landscapes are extra vulnerable to fire danger. And I actually have your extended Memorial weekend forecast coming up live here at Luke Air Force Base. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio, Justin.
Oh, all right, Crystal. We are awfully close to that record, I might say, just 3 degrees. So we'll check back in with you in just a sec. So a reminder that you can find new original content every single day on 12 Plus. Here's a look at what we have starting up at 2 o'clock today. All you have to do is download the 12 Plus app on your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV device.